Is this Easter flossing?
Yeah.
This is whatever happens when I put that camera on a tripod. Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog and happy Easter! It's Easter Sunday. It's taken me all day to get to this point where I've managed to collect everybody together in one room so that we can do some Easter eggs. And they're all here under duress. These two literally in dresses. Looking all fancy in dresses. This one just wants to be upstairs because it's too hot. And this one over here, we've dragged her away from her uni work just for a minute, but she is still sat at her uni work desk. So I have some eggs that I want to give them. Fingers crossed they have even more eggs they want to give me. And then the rest of the video is going to be Easter Sunday shenanigans. Right, are we ready for eggs, boys and girls?
Well, ready to floss Q.
Who wants first egg?
Me.
Flossing. QI flossing.
Are you showing everybody what you're doing on your laptop?
Yeah, you ready to
Right, Lucy, there you go then. You get an egg.
Coincidence, because you get the same one back.
Excellent stuff, Reese's egg. Well, in that case, Amy, rather than me bending down and picking yours up, you can just have that one, because I got you the same. And Andy, sit down.
flossing.
Oh, you're going to floss first, are you? Is this Easter flossing?
Yeah.
This is whatever happens when I put that camera on a tripod. Until the end of the music. Yeah, he sees the camera on a tripod and he thinks that means time to floss. Andy, take your egg first.
More flossing.
Egg first.
Thank you.
Excellent stuff.
More flossing.
And then...
Are you ready to floss?
Come on, give that to Annika too.
Ready?
Oh, you can get off your chair and do that.
Oh, Annika. You subscribe. I support if you include Doggo here. Thank you.
Did you just call him Doggo? We are not those kind of people. We do not say Doggo. He's dog.
So, Bruce allowed to floss. I'm not allowed to say Doggo.
That's correct, yes. I have one for you as well. I figured this out all by myself. I did. I knew that that's what you probably wanted.
It's pink chocolate.
It is pink chocolate. Which leaves me with my one here on the floor, which is actually the one I bought myself. Huzzah! Right, my job now is cooking dinner, while apparently Andy just flosses over and over again. Right, talk to me about this escape to the country thing, because escape to the country, he's been talking about it because he dreamt about it. Is that the thing that he dreamt about? So he used to watch it with Anna's mum. He dreamt about it the other day, and now he won't stop talking about it. So we're having a slow dance for Escape to the Country.
I'm sleeping.
What's that website he's on?
I don't know, somewhere where he's found
sleeping.
theme tunes. What website are you on?
Yeah. I just assumed it was YouTube.
Somewhere where he's found that theme music.
That's where he finds QI.
Yeah, it's not YouTube. Are you doing one more dance? Because then I really need to get on with cooking dinner.
No, why?
What's he done?
You.
What? What have I done? What is that?
You dream.
What is that? What is that?
Your bullets.
You've had my Nerf bullets!
And then he picked it up.
And my gun's still up there. What if we get burgled? That gun has a bullet in still. That gun has a bullet in still. They're not my Nerf bullets.
Well, I've done. Who's now?
My guns are loaded on top of the cupboard where they all are. Which, by the way, if you are planning on burgling us, that's not where I keep my guns. That was just for this video. My guns are hidden. You'll never know where they are. But don't burgle me or I'll nerf you.
QI flossing.
What are you shaking your head at? They're guns for my protection.
I'm gonna nerf you when you least expect it today.
You don't know where the guns are.
Oh.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to move them now. I'm going to put them in
Are
the
you
side
ready to
holsters.
floss, Andy?
Dave, what are you doing?
He's looking at Amy.
It's
Did you
Amy
get Dave
eating
an Easter egg?
No.
David, they forgot about you.
Dave could have his dog chips and dog beer that we got him for Christmas that he still
Yes,
hasn't
with some dog beer. With some beer. Oh.
So is that
That's
a
a
peanut
beer.
butter egg? Just show us what's in there, because I was intrigued about them. That's why I got them for you both.
It's like a peanut butter cup.
Peanut butter cup, but in the shape of an egg. Excellent stuff.
somehow managed to put Reese's into every holiday, and I love it.
Yes.
Like we had our Reese's advent calendars.
Yes. That's because it's the best chocolate.
I love Reese's.
It is delicious, and you're still dancing over here. Well, I asked him to come down to get an egg. He didn't want to come down. He just wanted to lie on his bed. And now he's seeing the tripods
because
out.
he's got his canopy over, his window's open.
Wolf.
No, he shut the window.
Oh, I see.
People were making noise outside, so he shut the window. Right, last one, and then I need to get on cooking dinner.
It's going to take hours, isn't it?
Yeah. We got plenty of time.
They're going out, aren't they?
They ain't going anywhere. They're staying here for dinner and things.
I think they were coming expecting it to be done.
No, they knew we had them for half the day. That was the agreement. Yeah.
I woke up like 2 hours ago. That was not half the day.
Well, that's not my fault. You slept through Mum's half. We'll see how again tomorrow.
Hey.
You done?
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. So, a Reese's egg
Someone flossing.
with peanut butter in.
Get the dictionary.
That's awesome.
No, it's directly allocated, directly inferred.
Someone needs to tell this one over here not to be doing uni work while we're celebrating chocolate and rabbits and things. It's chocolate Christmas, stop working! As is the tradition whenever I try and cook a roast of any kind, or any kind of big meal really, that involves more than just applying 3 ingredients together, I have of course forgotten ingredients. So for the second time today, we're coming to the only shop in town that's open, Anna's Co-op. And that's not what it is, it's just the Co-op. It should be called Anna's Co-op, but it's so busy. I've never seen this place so busy. We just had to queue to get into the car park. But we need vegetable oil, or else we can't have Yorkshire puddings. Well, I don't think they're civilised in this weather anyway. Success! These two are with me because I thought we were going to have to just throw them out of the car and send them in for it. But it actually wasn't as busy now as it was this morning when I came, when there was just cars abandoned like here, and I was out for about an hour. So they were my insurance policy. They're not that impressed that I've dragged them out of the house.
No.
Well, several hours of slaving away in the kitchen later, and we have something resembling a roast dinner. I haven't made a roast dinner for years. The Yorkshire puddings are a little bit iffy, because it's probably about 3 years since I've made a Yorkshire pudding. But that is all entirely home cooked. And there's a little plate over there for Andy as well.
No.
Go on, you can have a little bit. You like Yorkshire puddings, or you have done in the past.
You can try.
You can have a little try.
No.
Go on, have a little try of the Yorkshire pudding.
No.
Well, as is traditional on family excitement events, we are playing a board game, Chameleon, or The Chameleon. This is a big potato one, and it's marvellous. Basically, it's all about lying, and we discovered last time we played this, Amy's really good at lying. So
Somehow I got 12 though.
yeah, because we knew you were good at lying.
I'm actually pretty good at lying myself.
You got 2.
I'm just Mr.
No,
Honesty.
you both got 2.
We're just too honest.
I actually can't lie. I can't.
I won!
I'm the winner.
Yeah, but I edit the videos, so
Amy won.
I won.
I won at Chameleon.
He's gonna rob one of my points off.
Come here.
I won.
Amy won.
Thank you.
I mean, she's the best liar. I've decided that roast dinners make me really sleepy, and I could just have a nap now. But I don't know how good a vlog that is if I just nap. I'm just gonna set the camera up and leave it there while I snooze. And yeah.
Do a time lapse of you snoring.
Yeah.
Who is tapping?
I have to listen.
I want to throw this at his head. Oh no, I know. I can hear him from my room.
Taking these two back to their mother's house. But before we go, I'm determined to get a reaction out of them for my spectacles.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, these bits come off. I don't know how. There you go.
Are they clear glasses underneath?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they look really cool. I want them. Are you expecting a bad reaction?
Yeah, because I'm not allowed to wear them.
I mean, they're really cool.
Ah, there you go. My
Why
cool
do you like
glasses.
to wear them? They're really cool.
Hold on. If I do this. Oh!
Oh my god.
So that's what they are.
I don't like them like that.
Without the sunglasses part. Oh, hold on.
But I like that bit.
Then this bit clips
When
on.
that's on, they look really cool.
I don't actually know how to get it on.
Not very practical though, because knowing you, if you ever actually took them off, you'd lose that bit.
Yeah. I thought they were.
Yeah.
But
Like that, they look quite cool.
well, there you go then. I'm cool. Who knew? Boys and girls, welcome to the return of the secret end of the vlog club. And this is something I didn't really want to talk about. I even tweeted this morning about how we should all stop talking about it, but the more time has gone on, the more the day has gone on, I feel like I probably do need to talk about it in the vlog, just so that I'm not seen as ignoring it, and by ignoring it, possibly endorsing it or anything along those lines. So what I'm talking about is the Keemstar nonsense that's been going on over the last few days. If you don't know who Keemstar is, congratulations. Consider that one life point for you if you managed to avoid knowing of that man's existence until now, and I've just ruined your run. If you don't know who he is, or you don't know what he's been up to over the last few days, rough idea of who he is. I mean, his show that he does on YouTube is called Drama Alert, and he claims to report on drama that goes on mainly on YouTube, but in actual fact, since he's stopped being relevant at all, he's kind of become more of an expert in creating his own drama and being controversial and getting his own name out there, just to get people talking about him. And it's exactly what he's done within our little community over the last few days. There's a couple of tweets that I want to share with you. I'm just going to pop them up on screen around me now, but the general gist was he started going off on a bit of a rant on Twitter about social anxiety not existing, which obviously is nonsense, and led to a lot of people getting in touch with him and telling him he was a moron, which he is. And he then replied with a tweet. Again, I'm paraphrasing, so I don't want to read his tweet out, but I guess I've put it up on the screen. But he then talked about how it was trendy to have a mental illness, and then described himself as a big long list of mental illnesses, of which mental illness number one was he's autistic, or said he was autistic, as a way of insulting himself and calling it a mental illness. And that it was trendy to sort of pretend to be autistic. And now my two issues with that: firstly, obviously autism is not a mental illness. We've talked about that on the channel at length before. It's incredibly ignorant to refer to autism as a mental illness. It's a neurological condition that causes your brain to work differently from other people's. It's not an illness, it's not a disease, it's not something that can be cured. And for it to be sort of lumped into the category of illness is, I think, really ignorant and potentially dangerous from somebody who does have a large following. So, and he didn't back down on that. Lots of people called him out on that, and he didn't back down on it. And also, just the idea of having a mental illness being trendy is just utterly ridiculous, and such attention-seeking nonsense from him. And it's just, deliberately picking a fight with people who might not be in a position to defend themselves, just for the sake of being controversial, just to get the retweets and the people arguing with him, and the celebrity YouTubers calling him out and making him relevant again, and even to the extent of I'm talking about him in one of my videos, which I would never dream of doing because his content's absolute trash. I don't watch it. I've seen bits of it from time to time. It's awful. I wouldn't be talking about it, other than the fact that it's sort of sent a shockwave through the autism community, and it's been noticeable. Now, all that being said, and I know I'm going to paint myself as a little bit of a hypocrite here, my party line on it remains the same. He does this from time to time. This is kind of the modus operandi of Keemstar. He isn't talented or relevant in any way, shape or form, and every now and again his fame, his views, his income starts to drift down, and what he does at that point is he says something really controversial to get people talking about him again, which in turn draws people back into his channel, gets people watching his content, gets people viewing, gets money for him. It's a cynical social media cash-in, picking on people who aren't in a position to fight back. Not that I'm saying someone with social anxiety or someone with autism can't stand up for themselves, more a case of they don't have the platform or the audience that he has. So lots of people have attempted to fight back, and they just get brushed off as insignificant or don't really matter, or they get ignored. And that's kind of why my view on it is, as a community, we should be ignoring him, which is where the Kev's being a hypocrite thing comes in. The more we talk about him, the more we tag him in tweets, the more we retweet his tweets or comment tweet his tweets, the more we're making people aware that he exists, the more we're raising his profile. And I think the best thing for us to do as a community is from this point on, just draw a line under it, block him, pretend he doesn't exist, and then if we can't hear him, we've taken away the only weapon that he's got. If we can't hear him, he can't upset us. So I think a mass blocking spree, and let's all just stop talking about him, I think is probably the way forward from here. So I won't mention him again, but I did do quite a cryptic tweet saying kind of that on Sunday morning, and it did obviously lead to lots of people saying, Kev, who are you talking about, who are you talking about? So I think it probably is the right thing for me to do, to just say my piece on it, so my views are out there in public, but don't expect me to ever talk about him again, because he doesn't deserve my time or your time having to listen to it. So that's my thoughts on Keemstar. Let's all block him, let's all move on, let's not let him get under our skin. And I think on that note, we'll end today's vlog. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching.